the young lieutenant constable was hook-nosed and handsome, with all the hubris of noble privilege and not a hint of charm. He had given my letter barely a glance. "I am on royal business, sir, as the letter says." I held out my hand. "May I have it back? I know where I'm going." His eyes scanned the page and rested on the signature at the bottom. "Who is M.R.?" he asked, refolding the note and handing it to me. I could have remarked that he should know, but I desisted. "Margaret, Countess of Richmond, is the King's mother. M.R. is her cipher." Knowing the lady well, as I did, I reflected that it could equally be a monogram for Margaret Regina, but resisted the temptation to point this out. He did not respond verbally, but his curled lip and disapproving sniff were revealing. It was only weeks since Lady Margaret's son, Henry Tudor, had taken the throne, by right and conquest, to become King Henry VII of England, and there were still plenty of dissenting Yorkists among minor royal officials. I didn't give this one many more days in his present post. As I hurried along the narrow street, between the twin curtain walls that defended the fortress from a river attack, I couldn't resist searching for more signs of ravens on the battlements of the main keep, which reared above me to my left. These enigmatic birds had haunted my dreams ever since I had made that first fearful childhood trip to the tower to visit my mother. Whatever the men had said about it being no place for women, I could have begged to differ. My mother, Joan Vaux, had lived within its intimidating walls for 2 years, and the captive lady she had served there had once been Queen of England. My grandfather, a doctor from Piedmont, had been physician to the Duke of Anjou's family, and in her childhood my mother had been invited to join their schoolroom. When the Duke's daughter Marguerite married King Henry VI of England, she had travelled with her to his court and later married one of his household knights, Sir William Vaux, becoming an English citizen. When civil war erupted and Edward of York snatched the throne, forcing King Henry and Queen Marguerite to flee their kingdom, my loyal Lancastrian parents escaped with my young brother Nicholas to my mother's birthplace in Piedmont. A few months later, I was born and baptised Giovanna after my Italian grandmother. My baptismal name may be Giovanna, but English is not a lyrical language like Italian is. Here, in my mother's adopted country, I have become plain Joan. And plain is what the English think me, as I am not pink-cheeked and golden-haired like the beauties they admire. I have olive skin and dark features, black brows over ebony eyes, and hair the colour of a raven's wing. With my full lips and straight nose, many consider me odd, or probably, to put it bluntly, ugly. Jolie laide is what the French used to call me, more kindly. Perhaps that is one reason why I habitually wear dark colours, and am so drawn to the big black birds that haunt the cliff-like walls of the tower, and why, as I hastened to my meeting on that late September day, I was enraged at seeing one of the sentry archers on the battlements take aim at a raven as it flew close to his position on the roof of the royal palace. Luckily, the arrow missed its target, but I was still seething while I negotiated my way past another set of guards, and into the fortress's intimidating lime-washed keep, known as the White Tower. "May I ask what a young lady like you is doing here?" At least this time, the inquiry was couched politely, and came from a trimly bearded man of obvious status, wearing a furred gown with a gold chain about his shoulders and a black